What's the militia? And welcome back to the wonderful world of Nitro. I'm Mr.Creekyt, and today we'll be working on more of the boardwalk. Prefer so 10-second silence, toes have fallen. Okay, and we're back. So, we're going to be finishing off this little part right here, making a staircase right here, finishing right there, and that's all kind of on our agenda for today. I'm sorry, my English is so messed up, and that's my main language. That's the thing. I speak Spanish, yes, but that's not my main language. Shouldn't mess up my English that badly. But, yeah. So we've been, learning Spanish in school and on Duolingo. I haven't been doing that good on my Spanish in Duolingo. I keep failing that lesson. Of course, I maintain my streak because I go and practice earning hearts in Swedish. But also my coding lesson I keep failing. I gotta really lock in. Honestly, I've been kind of lazy for the past few days, and I don't like that because I'm trying to better myself and be less lazy. I know, what I do in my day as it is isn't lazy, but to me, those extra, look at that massive piece of fungi right there. But, that extra time I really just kind of want to use that I have in my day for being kind of productive. So at night, I'm studying and stuff like that and cleaning. And in the morning, I am working on stuff outside, on school and all that. Anyway, though, all I want to say is my New Year's, accomplishment is going to be quite high. I have how many months left? I have 4 months left before New Year's. So, meaning, here is the rest of stuff I want to get done. I want to be able to speak Spanish almost fully. I want to be able to get my certification in full stack development. And I want to make sure that I can be able to run practically a hack on one of my own websites I've created. I want to be able to hack my own website. So, those are the options. Those are not the options, but some of the stuff I want to get done. So, and also I want to learn more science. And also I want to be able to maybe start speaking another language, have a few conversations in another language too. So right now I can speak Spanish, yes. I started learning Spanish practically almost a year ago, so technically, yes, it's been a full year, coming up. But we didn't start right on January 1st or January 2nd. We started September or I believe it was September, in 2023. So, yeah. Anyway, but at New Year's, our accomplishments, I'm going to make a video of our accomplishments, and I'm hoping that my certification for full stack development is going to be on there. I'm hoping that I have learned a lot more science. I'm hoping that I've got a lot more work done down here. I'm hoping that I can know quite a lot of hacking commands, because that's one of the languages I want to learn is coding, because code itself is its own language. I want to learn how to use code, because code right now, you get a job with that, you get paid well. But not only am I wanting to learn code for getting a job, it's also so I practically know how to manipulate the world, because code is practically what the world is nowadays. Nowadays, it's all cyber, and knowing how to hack and knowing how to code is going to get myself secured with a high-paying job. This is God willing, of course. I also hope on my little, accomplishments that I, have started to train for my pilot's license. So that's like, some stuff. And of course, get ourselves a girlfriend before January. Now, that's like one of the less ones. I honestly don't care that much. But, boom. Just like that, you would complete a full-on checklist. But right now, I'm just trying to really focus on myself, bettering myself, and kind of just locking myself in as being a full devoted Christian. Because April, like, when was April? March, April, May, June. Like 4-5 months ago, around this time coming up, it'll be like 5 months ago, I started to fully read the Bible and just give my whole life to Jesus. I started to follow in Jesus' footsteps and just, turn my life fully to Him. Everything I was saying before about me being a Christian was more of a hypocritic thing to say, as I was by no means at all a Christian. I called myself that, yet I didn't follow in Jesus' footsteps. I didn't walk with Jesus. I actually ignored Him and sinned and was angry and was a miserable person. I did stuff that I regret doing, and I wish I could stop myself from doing. I remember biting my brother. It was one night, my brother was in the pantry eating a banana Laffy Taffy, I believe. I was young, I was like, "Give me that," and he said no in a normal way, and I was yelling. And then I go and bite him. He goes, and he's crying there, and I'm pretty sure I did draw blood too. I may have been mistaken there, but I may have drawn blood, and I still remember that very vividly. And it still hurts me, honestly. I regret doing that. I already, asked for forgiveness from him, asked for forgiveness from God, and honestly, but it still hurts me to this day. I regret, hurting my brothers. I care for them nonetheless, even if they don't care for me. I'm sure they do, but even if they don't, I care for my brothers nonetheless. And you should too. You should care for your siblings. I know it's hard to at first, but eventually you're going to grow older and realize that it's not only that they weren't the only problems, it was mainly just you. Like, your older siblings and younger siblings are there for you. It's just, are you there for them? That's the thing. And you always gotta look out for them and watch out for them. And remember that they are your family is the only people that will ever love you fully and be there for you. Even if they reject you, they're going to always be there for you. And they're going to be sad. I don't like saying when, someone said, I came out of the closet and, my family rejected me and, I'm mad at them. Your family rejected you because they were sad. Because some stuff is unacceptable. And, you will grow and see. Right now, it is very childish how LGBTQ is acting right now. And how Black Lives Matter community is acting right now. It's very childish. None of y'all are being discriminated. Real discrimination is against what other countries are having right now, not our country. We are so caught up in the political and crap going on nowadays that we don't look and realize, look at our homeless, look at the people dying from diseases. We don't have diseases for half of the stuff. And just so many people are dying. So many people, we are losing them. And so many people are homeless, losing jobs. Companies are closing down. And these are big companies. They're having to close down their stores. And you go and you focus on politics. Politics to me is just a distraction. I know I said I want to become president, and I still do, because I want to help out this country. But for right now, I can't become president. And honestly, there's younger kids who's so focused on politics. stop being focused on politics. Like right now, I'm focused on studying fungi because I know either a plant or a fungi is going to have the cures for diseases, and yet no one can get that through their head. We have tested chemicals and chemicals and chemicals, and I found nothing. We have barely tested any fungi. 4% of the fungi kingdom has been found, and that was an article I read a while ago. It may have been more, like let's just say 10% of fungi has been found. That means there is 90% that hasn't been found. 90% that can hold cures for cancer even. Plants, I'm pretty sure we've only found like maybe 60% of plants. We definitely have not found the full plant kingdom. So, just look, the younger generation, today in social studies class, it's actually government class and we were doing a vote, and we're like, who made the biggest impact, positively or negatively, on America, and it had the previous 5 presidents: Joe Biden, Trump, Obama, Bush, and of course Clinton. And everyone was saying how bad Joe Biden was or how bad Trump was, and it was just a different debate. And indeed, both of them are equally, or some is less bad, but nonetheless, they are still rather awful presidents. I know a lot of y'all like Trump nowadays, and I like Trump myself, but I just didn't see him do anything during his president election. Joe Biden hasn't done anything during his president election, yet somehow the economy has gone down so bad, and he's barely done anything. So, like, that's an awful president right there, like it or not. You've done nothing yet. You made the country go down so bad. But the thing is, don't look at freaking politics as your savior and as what you should be focused on. Look at, Jesus is your savior, and that's the way to get off this world. And another thing is, we can't just be focused on politics, the younger generation especially. You are our future, okay? You have to lock in. Like Gen Alpha, especially, they're going to hear their parents like blah 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 about politics. And me, for Gen Alpha, I'm going to be ahead of y'all. I'm going to be an adult before y'all. And so, as a kid right now, as a kid to another kid, I'm saying, please focus on what you're doing in your life. Look at your life, kind of wake up a bit and see, what am I doing? Like, I myself play video games and watch TV a lot, and I admit that. And I know it's not exactly healthy, and I've definitely toned down how much I watch. And I'm now just trying to, better myself and get myself to do better. I used to be going to bed at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., waking up, especially on school, I would have to wake up at 8 a.m. and go in bed at 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. isn't that good. Now, lately, I've been going to bed around 11 to 11:30 p.m. and waking up at 7:40 a.m. And I'm trying to better my sleep schedule and just better myself all in all. I've been learning a lot more, and I've definitely, I definitely now can, like, the world makes sense to me right now. A lot of y'all feel lost because you don't know how the world moves, how the world works. You feel that everything is just within your country and everything's within your town and city and your house. That what happens if you get lost in, outdoors? What are you going to do then? I still can't do much, actually. I don't know anything about any of these plants. I need to study what are edible and what's not. I'm just wanting y'all to know, the younger generation, Gen Alpha, you are our next future. After Gen Z, you are next. You're like right behind Gen Z by a few years, like 3 years. So make sure what you do counts toward your life. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good rest of your day. let this video kind of rest in your head, and I'm sorry for talking so much. Bye all, have a good day, and stay safe. I'll be seeing you all tomorrow.